Good morning.
Good morning.
Work life coffee in a cup, 'cause I don't give a
What?
care in the world, baby.
Okay.
So it got down, what's freezing, 32?
Yeah.
Got down to freezing, but it's really not as cold as it sounds.
Because
grateful.
the wind's not like whipping.
Yeah.
So that makes a huge. Yesterday it was colder and it was like 36.
Yeah, but it actually feels pretty decent out here right now. We are bundled up a little bit, but we got the dogs out over here. I just unloaded the trailer for building materials. Hopefully, as soon as we're done with this, the lumber yards around here, they close early on the weekend. Actually, on Saturday. Sunday, they're not open. So you get 4 hours on the weekend to go get building materials, or you got to drive, an hour plus to go get anything else. So we're going to call around, and hopefully they have what we need, what we couldn't get the other day. It's just, again, it's comical at this point. But we have stuff to do. We just don't know what we can do, and we need the things to start. So we're kind of in a weird predicament right now now we have materials, we just don't have everything. So
and what we need is that you literally can't even start because that's what you start with.
yeah.
So.
And I don't know why lumber yards don't have it.
Yeah.
It's just unreal to me.
Yeah.
But you guys will see hopefully very soon. And we'll be putting some building videos out. This morning, Danielle was still in the camper getting dressed, and I came out. I let the dogs out, and then I was unloading the trailer, like I said. And I don't know, it's just kind of a Groundhog Day feeling of, here we go again. Unloading trailers, loading trailers, building. But as I walked to the barn, I told Danielle I said, stay here with the dogs so they don't get out of here. We're hearing a bunch of gunshots this morning, so we don't know if people are if they're hunting, they're not doing very good. Or the deer are really dumb today.
Yeah.
And standing around because there's been a lot of shots. But I said, just you stay here and I'll walk to the barn. And as I walked to the barn, and the goats are yelling and the animals are ready to get their morning treats, and we're not gonna ruin anything here. We got building materials, and we borrowed forks for the tractor from Paragon, and
Which I had no idea that you can use skid steer
attachment
on the tractor.
Well, front end loader skid steer attachments
Yeah.
for the front end of the tractor. Older tractors you can't, but newer tractors, they got the skid steer, quick releases and everything.
It was super helpful to have that.
Insane. I know y'all have been telling us for a while in comments over the years of like, since we have that tractor, get forks, you'll love them. And
Yeah.
I just didn't realize like how useful. I mean, I was using them. We were moving hay bales with them.
Yeah.
We moved the chicken coop that we had built that was right on the side
Yeah.
of the water well. We're trying to clean up, move stuff the best we can. If you guys saw the Crocker Life video, which there was 5 minutes of black at the end, that was my bad. I used those clips at the end for the beginning of the Crocker video, and I forgot they were there, so then there was a huge gap.
This way, whenever you edit, you kind of
Yeah.
clips you're going to use or whatever you'll put at the end, and then sometimes you don't watch it
I
through. You
forget.
forget.
But I actually watched it through, but then at the very end, I just hit like pause, but I didn't think about it,
Yeah.
and so So what was I saying? Oh, if you watched Crocker Life, you saw like the
Packer.
kind of the raw behind the scenes of what it took to get the dirt level, and had to move the doghouse and stuff. Well, I had to get the bucket. No, he's about to jump the fence.
Yeah.
Packer, come. I had to get the bucket, scoop under, get a ratchet strap, put it around, do all that stuff. Well, with the forks, you can just go. And it was great, but we were able to. It's one of those things that it's like when you want to clean your house, but you have to make a mess to clean it. You got to take everything and put it in one spot before you rearrange and figure out what you need and don't need and all that. Lowrider.
Oh, he snuck.
These little turds. It's that you give them just enough time and they'll try to get out.
Lowrider, this is what I keep telling Jason. He's a dog that he
that
knows.
We need to get rid of.
No. Like, he 100% knows the right and the wrong, but he'll push it. He'll push it, and then he just looks at you like he's just
I didn't do nothing.
The sweetest little baby angel.
Yeah, and you fall for it every time.
It's just, oh my gosh, the way he looks at you is just like, oh, you're a little turd, but you're so...
Yeah, but that's why spoiled kids get created. You can't have that. And I'm going to be very stern with that dog. Nope. Yesterday, we were doing a bunch of tractor work, and we want the dogs put up. We don't want them in the way. We were getting stuff delivered, so we had them in there. And we walked in the camper, and he heard the door close. And then so he snuck out, and then I walked back out here, the door open. He came running back and went right under.
He knows.
I think what we need to do is actually like electrify the fence.
Yeah.
At this point, but we moved everything over by the barn. We got everything set up. I didn't get to put the hay bales how I wanted. We need to buy forks for our tractor so we can do it. But so I had to like stagger the hay bales so then we can get the bucket with the tractor later and just push them in, but have room. You can't just line them up because then you can't move them. So it's like an organized mess over there. But it felt good as I was walking over there to like kind of see some spots opening up. I even used the forks to move a bunch of the logs, the trees that we've downed over the last year, and I put them over by the sawmill, and then be able to do all that and have it where like literally moving the hay bales, moving the logs, moving stuff, it kind of opened it up again, and it's just like, it's gonna look real nice when it's done. Like, this is gonna look real nice, and I always look at the fence, and I don't know, it's just, it's starting to come together, and I told Danielle, and I may have said in a video, I don't know, but if we just put in a driveway, it would really make it feel more accomplished, more established, because it just puts like a permanent, I don't know, it's just a weird, it's like putting trim on something you're building. You could put all the sheets up, but it doesn't, it's like, okay.
Once you put that trim on,
then it's just like, ooh,
yeah.
Ooh. And we're at that point where we're ready to put the trim on, and that's what's kind of ironic and stuff, but it's, you know, it looks like we haven't done a lot, which we have, but we also haven't done as much as we would like, for many reasons, but when it gets to the end, and that's what a lot of people just don't like, they don't like that we have multiple projects going on, but then when you finish them all at the same time, it's like, oh my gosh, everything just fell into place right at the same time, and it's done, and I don't know, it reminds me of that every time I walk and I see the fence, and I went over there to the barn, and then having less clutter by the water well, which we still got to clean up some more stuff, but it's all coming together, and it sucks because now it's winter, so we're in a predicament of we need more cement work done, but it's not the best time to do it when it starts getting super cold. We really couldn't do anything about that for a while now.
Yeah.
We were kind of stuck in a weird limbo, and I don't know, this is nothing new to y'all, we've talked about it plenty of times, but I don't know, at the end of the day, it's how you feel, it's your project, it's your house, it's your life, it's what you're doing, and this morning was just another good reminder, just like, we're doing all right, baby, we doing all right. I don't know, it felt good, I guess, and then it felt good too to read comments. I didn't get to read them all, but the comments of, you know, what you guys we talked about, where I kind of went on my rant a little bit, and talking about, you know, when you're a super nice person, you get taken advantage of, and all of that, and then I didn't get to finish my story, so I'll finish it now.
Oh yeah, because
The phone rang. It was actually the materials. Calling to say they were on their way. But so this famous YouTuber's name's Whistling Diesel, and he's a millionaire. I mean, money is nothing to this dude, and his channel is based off of buying expensive cars and destroying them, literally. And then he's got huge videos of catching people trespassing and stealing his stuff, and that's just what he's kind of known for, is confronting people that's done bad things. And we were at Paragon's the other day, and we were watching it there, and he went to confront, and the guy was never there. He gave excuses, and it's always playing.
He stole $1,000.
He stole $1,000 from a guy because he said, put $1,000 down on the car, and then you can pay the rest when you come pick it up, hold as a deposit. And then he backed out and said, I don't want to sell it no more, no money back, which that's illegal. You can't do that. If that guy was to back out, he can keep the $1,000, but the seller can't back out and keep the money. That's illegal. And so they went to confront, and the guy was like, oh no, this problem. You start playing the victim and the Christian card and all this type of stuff. And I'm just like, we know this, done this, played this game 1,000,000 times with people. And they were going back and forth, and then it said 7 months later, and then it did again, and Daniel said, that's Jason. Like, that is Jason to a T. And
Well, it's not that, because the $1,000 didn't matter.
No.
It's the principle of, you don't do this to people.
Yeah.
You don't get to rip people off.
No.
You don't get to lie. You just don't get to be this
you don't
awful...
get to be a crappy person and get away with it.
Yeah.
And morally, I can't stand for that. And just like anyone out there, I'm the type that I would love for them to get punished right then and there for doing bad things. But sometimes it takes a while, and sometimes it's just the moral behind it of, I don't care how long this takes. It's, you need to learn that you can't be a crappy person on purpose and get away with it. That's just not how it works. And I'm the type that, like, I'll still be thinking about it 2 years from now. You may think you got away with it, but no, sir.
But so Whistling Diesel, it ended up being, because the guy talked to the guy, and he took some accountability for it. And it was just like, whatever. And then Whistling Diesel ended up giving him $500.
Well, because he had paid him $500 of it.
Yeah.
And then he said, you know what? Here's $500 back. Use it for what you need.
It's just like, just don't do this again.
Yeah, don't do it again. And it was just interesting seeing it from someone else's point of view, especially a big YouTuber that, it's not about the money. It's about the moral thing behind it. And it's more of just like, bad people do things and get away with it, and they care about themselves only and all that, and they normally live the best life. But after reading y'all's comments and think about it afterwards and how I normally think about stuff and all that, it's like, you got to meet in the middle. You really do. Like, you really got to put your boundaries. You got to not get taken advantage of. You got to do all that. And I started thinking this morning whenever I was unloading the trailer, and it's just like, I know I got a reputation of being this bad guy and starting drama and all this stuff or whatever. But if you really break it down, I personally, this is how I feel, and I'm the one that's living this. I've never gone after anyone for no reason. It's not like just one day I was like, you're an innocent person, I'm coming after you. It's always like, man, you've done me wrong. I'm not going to stand for this.
Most of it's too is like whenever people start saying things publicly.
Well, yeah, you've done something wrong.
Yeah.
And I can't stand for this, so I'm going to speak up. But because I'm the one that speaks up, and I'm the one that always speaks up, I become the bad guy. In reality, I'm just defending myself when these people have done me wrong. And it is what it is. I'll take the reputation of being a bad guy. That doesn't bother me, because deep down I know what's true, and I know the truth, and I know why I do certain things. So the reputation means nothing to me. But it's very easy to play a victim, play an innocent person, play the Christian card, play all the stuff that like people buy into. And every person I've had a problem with has done the same thing every time. And I've just learned over the time, I would rather have a bad reputation and have draw a line in the sand and say, you can't push me past this. Once you push me past this line, that's it. I would rather live that life and have that reputation than just get walked on and walked on and walked on. And I got walked on a lot in my life until I just wasn't going to do it anymore. And after reading y'all's comments and stuff, it made me feel good to know that I'm not the only one that feels that way. And a lot of people were like, no, draw the line in the sand, and when those people are bad and they cross it, that's on them. And a lot of people are like, it doesn't make you a bad person to stand up for what you believe in. And so I appreciate y'all commenting that, because whenever you have a bunch of people teaming up against you, it's very easy to do that, and it's very easy to go after someone and play that card of like, oh no, this guy's a bad guy. He's the bad guy. He's the one that's always has drama. He's the one that always this and that. But people aren't dumb. People know what they're doing, and they do it. They have a game plan. They know everything they're doing. And but the good thing is I know that in the end, truth always prevails, and I'm gonna stay to my morals and the way I feel about stuff. And to see that from another YouTuber, it was nice to see.
Yeah.
It really was.
I forgot I was even like, oh my gosh, this is Jason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, just, you're very, whenever you feel a certain way, especially like about your morals and what's right and wrong, it's like, no. Yeah. Like, this isn't right. Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, and the thing too that's kind of funny, I think this is what kind of made me start thinking about it. A lot of people think I don't have morals. A lot of people think I'm a bad person. A lot of people, whatever. But like I just explained.
You gonna try
Packer? No.
You try to be sneaky? Nuh-uh.
Packer.
No, sir.
Come. A lot of people want to say these things about me because I do stand up for myself, even if I'm the only one that's standing up. It makes me look bad against a group of people. But what are we talking about? Dang it, Packer messed me up. I don't know. I don't remember. We were just talking about something.
I said you are the morals. You feel very strongly about them. You stay true to that.
It's gone now.
It was good to see that.
Yeah, we'll just forget about it. Packer ruined it.
Jeez, Pack.
I can't think what it was, but I got it. The reason that made me think about it is I had this reputation, and people think I'm a bad guy, and there's a lot of things on the internet that are just not true. About me, about Danielle, about us, about whatever, about tons of people. Doesn't matter. There's a lot of stuff that's on the internet about us that is just 1,000,000% false.
Literally this morning, I got a message.
That's what I'm talking about.
Then and it was save your money. Well, I don't even remember. It was just fun.
Don't trust Jason.
Yeah.
Start saving your money. Basically, like, hide your money, save it, get ready to bail, because he's going to put you in debt. He's going to do all this stuff. Yeah. He's going to ruin you. He's going to blah, blah, blah.
Thought it would be funny to message back, like, I'm actually stealing from him.
And I've been hiding it.
And then I'm going to run away.
Yeah. And they'd be like, yeah.
It's like, it's just... I don't know. It's just funny. But that's what happens when you're on the internet.
It's just interesting that people go to that extent. Like, do you think she's dumb? Like,
see, sometimes I may be a little B word. Sometimes, I might not have my words where I come off a little stupid. But I'll tell you this, I am no fool. I am no fool.
Fool me once.
Shame on you.
Fool me twice.
You can't get fooled again.
But, yeah, I don't know. It feels good to know that I can just be a real normal person myself. And if you like me, cool. If not, I don't care. if you want to believe rumors about me on the internet, cool, whatever. I've definitely learned over the years, you ain't going to change anyone's mind once they think a certain way. And then if this doesn't say enough about, a lot of people are like, and he says he's a better person and this and that. I didn't retaliate when I really could have put a video out that really calm down. You know, I could have been the old Jason, and I chose not to. And I was just like, you know what, this just needs to be taken care of the right way. And that again was a hard lesson for me to like have patience, just let the truth prevail. Don't worry about someone. At the end of the day, a crappy person's going to have a crappy life, and karma will come back, whether it's good or bad. At the end of the day, the dude upstairs knows, and anyone that's a Christian is going to have to deal with that. And sometimes you just got to like let it happen, and that's a hard thing for me to let it be. But again, after reading y'all's comments and a lot of y'all just saying like, no, just hold that line. Don't let people cross it. Don't let people take advantage of you. So many of y'all related to it. It's just, it feels good. I know I already said it and stuff, but we sit here and we talk to a camera, and it's 20 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever it may be, and we just sit and talk to a camera. But I really do feel like we're talking to y'all because we see y'all's comments, we read your comments, whether they're good or bad. We've met y'all at meetups or, you know, whatever, you know, watched y'all's videos or seen you on Facebook. Packer? Boy. No.
No.
And he's not smart. Go to a different part of the fence where he can't see you. Hey!
No!
No! Come here.
He like looks at the fence, tries to
Packer.
then looks back at us.
Come.
Good boy. But,
He's like, I'll just sniffing over here.
yeah. Trying to play it cool.
But yeah, being able to truly feel like we're talking to you guys like a real conversation, it just takes a long time. It's kind of like back in the day when you have to write letters and then you have to mail it, and you get to say something, but then you have to wait a while and then you get to like respond and stuff. It feels good to have all y'all here for that, and it just reminds us that, you know, we may, our whole life may be on the internet, and we may get judged by more than your average person if you're not out to the world. But we're just normal people, and there's in the world, there's a massive group of terrible people, and there's a massive group of awesome people, and you can choose which side you want to be on. It doesn't matter what side you want to play to be, but in reality, you know which side you're on, and I'm gonna stay on the side that I want to be on, and whether that makes me look bad or good or whatever, I don't really care.
It's not about what looks.
No.
It's about what is.
No, I don't care what people think in the public eye about nothing. I care about what actually is happening, and I care about that with everything. And that means more to me what someone thinks personally than what someone thinks people are going to think. I don't care about perception. I care about reality. And I don't know. It just feels good to feel like we belong, and we feel like we have people that understand and live the same life, and have gone through the same things, and you know, you can relate and all of that. But yeah, again, I don't know why we got on this. It happens, but I think it's the cold weather bringing it out, really.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm just in there shivering like, why am I alive? What's my purpose? It's cold. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I hate people. I'm just kidding, people. But anyways, I think it's time. I think the places are opening at this point. And so we're going to call. Hopefully we can get...
Keep your fingers crossed
and
for
your
us.
toes. If you got toes,
Man.
cross them.
Whatever you got.
Cross your legs.
Cross them, because...
Yeah, tie your hair in a braid. Whatever you got to do. We need this.
Need this.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the title. We need this so badly.
We do. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So please have what we need, so you guys can leave us alone. Just kidding. We just want to build because this is our life. But hopefully they'll have it, and knowing our luck, they'll be one short. That's what I told Danielle yesterday when we went. I said they'll have this many, but we're going to need that many. And that's just more of a tease than anything. I'd rather them not have anything than almost enough. So, all right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.